This is our latest innovation at Hunting Trenchless. A rock drilling head engineered specifically for the dual rod Ditch Witch AT drills and the Vermeer DR drills. We call it the Rocknife. We set out to design a tool with very specific goals in mind. First and foremost, we wanted to deliver a strong, reliable product to this market. We wanted a seamless fit on both the Ditch Witch AT and Vermeer DR platforms. We have compatibility with all three major brands of electronic tracking systems available to you: DCI, UMAG, and Subsite. And last but not least, we want to provide you with a product that is easy, fast, and inexpensive to rebuild, saving you time and money in the field. Here's why we think you'll love this tool. How about a tool with zero learning curve? Every aspect of the Rocknife feels instantly familiar. No retraining needed. Your crew will pick it up and run with it just like your current OEM drill heads. This ensures minimal guesswork that comes with adopting a new drill head in your toolbox. The Rocknife uses the standard 2-degree bend for steering, matching existing OEM tools. Let me show you what makes our patented locking lid so special. We have 6 wedge-shaped tabs reliably locking the lid in place, reducing vibration and the need for threaded fasteners. Reinstalling the lid is simple. Just line up the wedge tabs and hammer it into place, ensuring the roll pin grooves are aligned for the single roll pin. And lastly, you want to install these 2 safety bolts just to ensure the lid does not slide backwards. As I mentioned before, the Rocknife will accept all major brands, DCI, Subsite, and UMAG electronics, all in the 15, the 17, and the 19-inch saws. And of course, all sizes of the Rocknife except standard API threaded bits like the TCI bits you see here, and of course if you're using a PDC bit. The Rocknife is compatible with all Ditch Witch AT drills, and for the Vermeer drills, we offer an extension for the 23x30 DR and the 40x55 DR. It's easy to install, and you just add your standard Vermeer collar on there, and then you're ready to drill. Okay, let's dive into the meat of our tool and talk about what really sets the Rocknife apart from our competitors: the rebuild cost. What eats up the most time and money of your current OEM tool rebuild? Are you performing the rebuild yourself? If not, are you hauling it to your local dealership to have them rebuild it? With labor rates reaching upwards of $200 per hour in some locations around the country, a rebuild that takes 5 hours just costs you $1,000 on top of the parts cost. We engineered the Rocknife so that rebuilding becomes a fast, painless maintenance task rather than a dreaded downtime event. One of the biggest reliability problems we hear in the market is seals failing. When a seal fails, this usually means not long after, the tool with the sealed bearings will lock up or completely break due to lack of lubrication. The drilling fluid that is detrimental to your current OEM tool is actually what lubricates and cools the Rocknife. Having mud-lubed bearings means there is no need for fragile seals that can be quickly ruined or even installed wrong, causing premature failure of your drill head. By stripping away unnecessary complexity, we delivered a tool you can have back in service in a very short amount of time. With a minimal tool setup, this tool can be rebuilt on the back of a truck right at the job site if you choose. Now, let's show you how easy this tool is to assemble. Here we have your bearing assembly. You want to make sure that there's no flow ring on top when the bearing's sitting here. The flow ring is down here on the bottom. You want to take your lower housing, slide it on your bearings, and then you want to turn it over. It is natural for the inner race to come out. We'll install that later. Then you want to take your bearing retainer tool. You want to screw it onto the housing, and then it's ready for assembly. When assembling the mandrel, we're going to put some grease along the shaft. You also want to apply some grease to the threads where the jam nuts will go. The first item to put on is your lower collar. As you can see here, there's a concave side and a flat side. You want the concave side to go against your bit box. Next, you want to install your inner race. And then you want to slide your bearing assembly onto the shaft. Then you want to remove your bearing retainer cap. Remember, this is a left-hand thread. Then you install your first jam nut. Again, remember these are left-hand thread. Remember, the shoulder of the jam nut needs to go towards the bearing race. Now let's put the bearing mandrel assembly in the vise to lock it down so we can torque the jam nuts up. Next, you want to take a wrench, install it on the jam nut, and torque it down. Next item to install is your locking tab washer. It does have a keyway on the ID. This is to line up with the groove on the shaft. Then you want to install the second jam nut. Just like before, you want to take your wrench, install it on the jam nut, torque it down. Next, you want to take a hammer and punch, and you want to bend these tabs, alternating one to the front, one to the back, one to the front, one to the back. So now what we're going to do is remove the bearing mandrel assembly from the vise, and we're going to install the lower housing so that we can torque the tool up. Now you want to be sure to grease the threads of the lower housing. Apply plenty of grease to the threads, especially the shoulder. Just like the jam nuts, this is a left-hand thread. After shouldering up your lower housing, you want to put a pipe wrench on this and you want to torque it up to 800 foot-pounds. Last but not least is to install the collar. Make sure your roll pin is flush with your collar. You'll see this threaded hole, which is where this 1/4 inch MPT set screw goes. This hole is where you pour your water displacement oil when you're storing the tool. As you can see, the assembly of the Rocknife is extremely simple. I want to invite you to watch our complete Rocknife rebuild video. We show proper disassembly and reassembly to help you gain the confidence in performing this task yourself, rather than paying someone else. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in getting your hands on a Rocknife, please contact your local hunting trenchless dealer for more information. Thank you.